Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Shells, even though we're not in the Shells. We're on the road today, heading up to Milwaukee, about 2.5 hours north of the house. We're heading up to Insurance Auto Auctions to pick up a Nissan Rogue. Imagine that. Found one up here that I like. It's silver 19. It's hit in the front and the rear, so I'm kind of curious to see how that turns out. I usually don't buy the rear hits, but it doesn't look bad, so we got a little bit of drive ahead of us, but it's, I don't know, 4 degrees outside right now. I mean, it looks nice out, but it's not nice out. So anyways, so I'm road tripping today. We got the old Winter Beater Expedition, which is actually a really nice truck. This thing drives really nice. So we're gonna head up here and pick up this Rogue and see what we get when we get there. Stay tuned. Well, we got her all loaded up. The loader guy was a nice guy, did a good job as usual. The lady at the desk, nice as could be. I don't know what it is about the Insurance Auto Auction locations. I've always had good luck with them. You know, you go to a Copart. I mean, I buy from both Copart and IA. And if you gave me an option, I'd buy from IA strictly. But we can't. We got to go get the cars wherever they are. So. Yeah, Copart, that would have been probably another 2 or 3 hours before I got out of there. But Insurance Auto Auctions, walk in, they asked me a couple questions, had me fill out a form that I didn't have done, nice as could be. By the time I got out there, they were bringing the car out, setting it on the trailer. I mean, I bet 12 minutes I was in and out of that place. And that's good. If you go get cars from Copart or IA, if you can get out in 10 or 12 minutes, that's a good day there. So anyways, we got a couple hours to run back home here, and then we'll put the frozen tundra in the garage here because it is one big chunk of snow. But we'll probably just back the whole trailer in, let it sit overnight and de-thaw, and then we'll unload it tomorrow and go through and inventory it and see what we need to get ordered for it. Get putting it back together. Have to make a little pit stop here. We're losing one of the fender flares. Is that what you call it? I don't know what you call it. But we're losing it, so we're going to rip it off the rest of the car. Well, if you're looking for one of your Amazon packages up in the Milwaukee area, I know they're all hanging out at. There's some more over here. More over here. Another one there. A few more over there. That's a lot of delivery trucks all at one spot too. I mean, I had to wait for a gas pump when I pulled in. Every one was taken by an Amazon truck. Weird. All right, so we made it home today. Unfathomed, no problems. Pretty uneventful trip, which is great. I did lose a dust cap on that wheel, but I was kind of expecting that. Now we're gonna see. I was gonna leave it in overnight, but I think we're gonna try to get it off the trailer. We got lights. Let's see if she starts. It's cold in here. Almost. That's a negative, Ghost Rider. So I can't get the hood open with all this frozen snow on there. Wants to bend the hood, and I don't know that the hood's junk. So I don't want to make it any worse than it is. There we go. Well, this might be the last trip for this whole fender, at least the fender. Oh yeah, that wasn't gonna make it too much longer. I guess that's it for this one. Well, for the most part, we're just going to let it thaw out, but I do want to do a quick inventory to see what's in the hatch here for bonus parts. Because none of this was in the picture, so I didn't think any of it was here. So we're going to see what we got. All kinds of stuff here. We got a front bumper that's already torn down. Rear crash pads, garbage. Engine cover, that's 50 bucks. I don't have to spend. What do we got here? So we got a junk rear bumper, but it has all the sensors and the wiring and the reflectors. Chrome trim's broke. Might be missing. I don't know. There's a sensor. Might be bad. We'll have to check that one. But that's all there. There's a couple $100 in parts I don't have to buy. Let's see. Headlights. That one's junk. Throw that one right in the garbage. Grill, junk. Looks like the emblem's junk too. The emblem's the expensive part. Camera's missing off of it though. Hopefully that's in here. This must be the rear crash bar, so that tells us where the impact was. Right there. Interior trim. This is the cover, the front bumper for your tow hook. That's probably about 30 bucks, I think. Save that. Left headlight. No scratches. The tabs are intact. There's 400 bucks I don't have to spend. the rest of the grill. It's garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Clean that up later. A nice towel. Plastic fills. Nissan first aid kit. Never seen one of them in here before. Interior is not bad at all. A little vacuum. Oh, what we got here? Ooh, brand new can of Max Pro glass cleaner. Take that. We got one key, I believe, which is kind of standard. Nothing in the center console. Let's check the sun hole. No sunglasses. It's never any fun. Let's see if there's anything in the glove box. Well, what do we have here? That's got a name on it, so I'm not going to show that. Owner's manual. All that good stuff. Let's see what's in the package here. Badger Mutual Insurance. Well, I know that was the insurance company that had the vehicle. It's the second key. Look at that. That never happens. And that's original Nissan too. It's still got the metal tag on it. Awesome. That saves me 110 bucks. So as far as the front, it's exactly what I expected. I was hoping to find the camera for the grill, but that's not here. So I'm gonna have to get on eBay, see if we can find something to replace that. Other than that, it's pretty simple up here, straightforward. We'll go over that once it all melts off. But yep, we'll get back to this after the snow melts. We'll let it sit overnight and then we'll kind of go from there. Sound good? All right, so we're back out here this morning. The old Rogue is all melted off. You can see we got a tight gap here. It says fixed gap. That was from the adjuster. The reason that gap is tight is because of this gap up here. This hood is closed, so you can see how wide this is now. And then the reason that is because the headlights, when they come in on these Nissans, they catch right here and they push this fender out. You can see where it caught right there, and it's got that corner all ripped up. Easy repair. And the fender itself is not junk, but up in here is it's just a little metal standoff. It's sheet metal, and it's just rolled over, which brings the fender out. So we're going to roll that back in. That'll fix that fender, fix this corner. The front edge of the hood here was rolled down, probably about a 1/4 inch. I worked that back up last night just to see how it would react, and I think it did pretty good. So we got to do a little body work here. There's a little dent right here. We'll fix that. The air shutter is broke. No big deal. Got a new one ordered already. The front crash bar, you can see the adjuster's got it outlined here. That's junk, obviously, but it bolts on right here. So we'll unbolt that, throw that away. We got a new one coming. The standoff for the bumper is also bent down in the corner just a little bit. But again, it unbolts right here. So we're going to take this off, throw that away. And then from there, we got a new headlight ordered, new grille, new bumper cover, new crash pad, new crash bar, all the good parts. Basically paint a new front bumper, fix the hood, fix the fender, front end's done. Put it back together, obviously. No concerns there. The rear, I could see in the pictures, it had some writing on here. So we got 4 hours written here and 10 hours written here. That's from the adjuster, because we got a pucker right here. But I think that's just pressure because this guy here is drilled in, I don't know, maybe a 1/2 inch. So don't look at this gap. This hatch isn't closed. So that's why that gap looks huge. So I think this is in just a little bit. Got a pucker here. So we're going to grab this right here, pull this back out a little bit, and see how that pucker does. Regardless, we'll fix it one way or another. The hatch, I could tell in the picture it had something going on here. I thought it was scratched, but if you look up in there, you can see that it's actually cracked because this hatch is plastic. But then I opened the hatch and, well, it's a little deeper than that. So again, this is all plastic, so the hatch is junk. So down in here, you can see where the hatch, or the steel bumper and the hatch pushed in right here. It's got this bent. It's actually got this whole area from here to here-ish. This is pushed in probably about an inch. We got a pretty good amount of significant damage in this area. You can see what it's supposed to be flat. These tabs here, these are for the rear bumper cover. The bumper cover slides into these, and that's what supports it. So when you kneel on it, it doesn't push down. Obviously, these are all bent up, so we're gonna have to do some magic wand kind of stuff over here in this corner. There's no way of saying exactly how I'm gonna do it. We're just gonna start doing it and make it up as we go. It's got to come back out. It is what it is. So we're gonna get it strapped down on the frame machine, and we'll grab it here a couple times, and we'll pull this back out, and then we'll contend with this. The standoff here, again, for the rear bumper, bolts on. It's garbage, unbolted, throw it away. New crash bar, new bumper, new crash pad, little bodywork on that quarter panel. And as far as the hatch, went out to my parts department out back. I have a 2016 Nissan Rogue out there, parts car that I've been picking away at for a couple years. So I pulled the hatch off of that car and brought it in this morning, and it's just unthawing. But according to, so I use car-part.com to track down all my parts, and for a lot of these cars, no sponsor, nothing like that, just a website that I've used. It's a glorified search engine for every junkyard in the United States who are a member of car-part.com. It works great. Problem is, according to their interchange, 18, 19, and 20, the hatch does not interchange with 15, 16, and 17. So what they're saying is this 16 hatch will not fit on this 19 car. The problem I have with that is they ran this body style from 2015 to 2020. Same doors, same quarter panels. The taillights are a different style, but same taillight. So I don't know what the difference is, but we're gonna find out, because a new hatch, or used hatch, is between $1,200 and $1,500. This blue one, that's free. I've already paid for it. So we're going to try to use that. Basically, I'm going to gut that hatch, I'm going to gut this hatch, and I'm going to try to figure out what the difference is between the two, because right now I don't see anything different, but we'll get to that. So all the parts are ordered right now. Everything for it is ordered. So what we're going to do to wrap this video up, I guess, is we're going to get the rocker panels off so we can access the pinch welds underneath. And then we're going to get it clamped down to the frame machine. I'll show you how that works, and then get it ready to pull. I'm probably not going to do any pulling on this video, just because it's not going to, without the hatch on and a new bumper cover and the standoffs and all those parts, I'm just guessing what I'm doing. So until all those parts come in, we're not really going to get started on this car. So we're going to get it set up on a time lapse, and then I'll get it set up on the machine, and then I'll kind of show you how that works, okay? Stay tuned. All right, so we got her all up on the frame rack, strapped down. Give you a quick tutorial on this. So this is my Does More 360 cage machine. It's a cool system. I like it. It works good for me. You cannot fit a dually truck on it or a long box truck, but I don't really care. I don't work on big trucks. So this is basically the main system. This, by loosening these two bolts here, I can slide this whole system left or right. From there, this is the pinch weld area. These are called pinch weld clamps by Mo Clamp. This is basically the strongest part to tie down these vehicles, these modern vehicles anyways. If it was a pickup truck, would be using the frame, but this is the frame, I suppose you could say. So these clamp onto the pinch weld, all four corners of the car, and then they are bolted down to this mechanism here where I've loosened these four bolts. This will slide in and out to accept the width of the car. So basically at this point, this car is now part of this frame machine. As you can see, I let the air out of the rear tires. That's the way these Nissans are. They sit higher in the back of the car, so to get it down on the clamps so the car is even height-wise, I just pull the valve stem and let the air out of the rear tires. Brings the car down, clamp it down, we're good to go. So, I mean, it's a lot of jacking around, but that was probably 20 minutes of work to get it set up. And then from there, when we get our parts in, we're just going to grab a hold of the back of this thing and pull it back out. As far as power wise, this is I have 4 towers for this machine. There's only 3 towers on it right now. The fourth one is a parts tower. It's missing a lot of parts, but I do have it. Anyways, so there's 3 towers. Each tower can pull 10 ton, so 20,000 pounds. So if I wanted to hook all 3 of them together, I can pull 60,000 pounds. I mean, literally, I could rip this car apart. That might be a fun video to do sometime. I do have a Ford Focus out back that I think the kids would have fun with. Just see what this machine will do. But anyways, with this being clamped down like this, now the car is completely stationary, and now I can just hook on any angle, any side, any front, rear, whatever I want, and pull. And then that's what we're going to do, but not till we get some parts. So parts will be here next week. We'll end this video here. I know the daughter has today and tomorrow and Monday off work, so it sounds like we're going to pull the Bronco back in and take care of that factory Ford stereo system problem that they have, because it sucks. So we're going to rip her Bronco apart, do a full audio upgrade on it, and we'll start a new video with that, and then we'll get back to this one next week. Sound good? All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope I don't think you really learned anything today, but you at least understand my point of view, I guess, of what's involved with fixing these things. But I like it. It's fun. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.